Welcome to Boy Brains, where we talk about everything going on in our boy brains.
This is Kyle,
I'm Sean.
and I guess we're just gonna figure it out today without the ladies.
Yeah. This is our first time actually having a conversation outside of just saying hello at Old Navy. So
Yeah, and maybe a question or two through our other halves, but
Yeah.
beyond that, I think that's it. That's all
Yeah.
we know.
So I don't know too much about Kyle other than that he runs and drives a red Golf GTI that is a manual.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about all I know. Ex-Marine.
Yep, former Marine. Yep.
What'd you do in the Marines? If you don't mind.
No, it's fine. Trying to figure out how to say this, like civilian terms. Basically, we wandered around in areas and made sure everything was safe, I guess. I mean, I don't really know how to make it civilian terms anymore, but
Give us the military lingo.
the military lingo. So I was in the infantry, and played with radios and guns and Humvees and all kinds of other vehicles and stuff. But
Nice.
yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Very big turnaround from just normal Girl Brains episode
Yeah.
content.
Yeah, a little different.
Guns and
so.
Humvees right out the bat.
Yeah, I mean, that was my job, but I've been out for 11 years. Good God.
Ooh.
So
Did you do school before or after?
school after.
School after. What'd you go to school
after.
for?
I have a bachelor's degree in Homeland Security and Emergency Management, so kind of fits the
Yeah.
military track, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay. I do mechanical engineering clearly because the thing I first knew about you was car.
yes. Yes.
That is what I'm trying to pursue. Hopefully, I'll graduate in December.
Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed.
Fingers crossed.
How'd the presentation go the other day?
Pretty good. The pointers ended up being semi-useless because last minute this made me mad. So last minute they switched up the presentation room on us. So we knew the layout of the previous presentation room, and it was like a projector on a screen, so like pointer would work. But last minute they switched it, and there were like 4 TVs, no projectors. And we come to find out the laser pointers don't work on TVs.
Yeah, no, you gotta change it to like a green or blue, I think.
Yeah, and we weren't savvy enough with the pointers to figure that out.
Yeah.
And there's a whole issue with like Teams because we had people from like from NASA and the MDA like remoting in on through Teams, but it wasn't on one of our laptops. It was on like the campus desktop.
Of course.
So Teams like shut off 5 minutes in, and like none of our NASA and MDA contacts, except for one person who was there in person, actually saw the whole presentation.
Microsoft strikes again.
Yep, Microsoft strikes again.
Yeah.
And then the graduate dean came in and argued with our customer at the Missile Defense Agency. It was great. We stood there for an hour. My feet were killing me because I was in an 1.5-inch platform boots.
Nice.
So yeah,
I can dig a boot. I dig a boot. Fall happens and then everything changes to boots. No more shoes.
like I wish I got more into boots.
Yeah.
Like all the boots I have are really cheap, to be fair. But like I feel like they're a lot more, like you can wear them casually.
Yeah.
You can wear them for, like I'm wearing the same pair of boots to a wedding.
Yeah.
But I also wore it out last night.
Chelsea boots, lace ups, whatever you got. That's me in the winter, at least. Yeah.
Wow, we're only 4 minutes in.
Hey, it is what it is.
So I asked a question.
Okay.
I guess it's your turn.
Hopefully I have answers if you have questions.
Well, I asked it. I asked the question last time, so you can go.
The giggles. I don't know. So, are you from here? I don't want to say where here is, but.
So I was born in Korea.
Okay.
And around the age of 4, I moved to LA.
Okay.
And then in 7th grade, I moved here. So.
All right.
People always ask why we moved here. Like it was my choice. I was in 7th grade.
Oh yeah.
I
get that.
There's a lot of engineering companies around here, so my dad was like, money cheap, housing's cheaper, so it's like might as well.
Yeah, I get the same question. I grew up in Vegas, and everyone's like, "Why did you move to Vegas?" I was like, "I was in second grade. I don't know. Like, mom and dad said so. Like, that's why we moved, right?" Like,
yeah, mom and dad said we're moving to middle of nowhere, Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but you know, growing up, I think in Vegas was different. But I did live in California for a while too, so
I mean, it's like what, 2 hour trip?
It's like four. It's like 4 between where I was, which was just north of San Diego, and then to Vegas, about 4-ish hours.
You know, whenever we visit Vegas from LA, we'd always split the drive halfway. So like stop somewhere in the desert, do a whole camping thing with like a hot spring somewhere, and then drive the rest of the 2 hours. Because at the end of the day, we were like 10-year-olds. Yeah. Who can't do a 4-hour drive for some reason, and there was like 4 of us back there.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, Dad, straight through. Fall asleep, figure it out. We're making all 4 hours. We ain't stopping. Like, all right, dude, whatever.
We actually drove from LA to Auburn when we were moving in a tiny little Honda Civic.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah, 28 hours of driving in a cramped Honda Civic with all of our belongings. There was a whole shtick in New Mexico where my mom lost all her like cosmetology gear, like thousands worth of like cosmetology equipment. Yeah. And we were just stopped on the side of the road for an hour, and my parents were arguing.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Yeah. I have made that move across country. It sucks. Had everything crammed into a U-Haul trailer and a truck, and no, it's no fun. Yeah, no, it's no fun. I don't.
The drive was brutal, and it was like in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
It's just awful.
Yeah, no thanks. Nope, got rid of that truck though.
So tell me about the golf. Is there anything done to it?
No, it's just, stock.
Put it around.
Yeah, I got it like maybe 3 months ago.
Nice. How do you like it?
3 months ago. It's wonderful. I love it. I love driving manual. I learned, if you can say I learned manual, on motorcycles. Like, figured it out on motorcycles, and then it was really easy shifting in cars because you already understand like the clutch, stick, throttle situation. Like, so
when I learned manual, it was on like a Lexus. The clutch was all like very spongy, and like the gears weren't really like existent. Like there's a lot of play between first and second. Yes. So I learned it on that, stalled it basically every single time, and then my friend got a bike, and I just decided, and he said, why not? Yeah. So like it was so much easier trying to get through that because it's a sport bike, so the gears are like crisp.
Yeah, they're very.
After that, I hopped in like a Subaru, and like it was like easy.
It was like butter. Yeah. I learned in a '93 BMW in like 2000. Oh, it had to be like 15 or 16. So it was already pretty old BMW, and the gears were a mess. It was a mess. But same thing. Once I got on the bike more, that was a lot easier on the bike. And then when I got into this, it was like memory just kicked in. And
yeah, I mean, like once you like for the first like. Because I usually drive automatic, so when I hop into a manual car, it's like, where's the clutch? Yeah. And then you get used to it, and you're like, immediately. Like, okay, yeah, no, this is it. Like it just takes like a 5-minute like hard reset.
Yep. Every time I'm always reaching for a clutch, I'm like, oh, that's the parking brake. Shit.
Yep.
I don't need to do that. Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah. No, I like driving manual. I think I'm the only one in my family that can drive manual, so nobody can drive my car anymore, which is good and bad, I guess.
I don't let anyone drive my car except for her. Like, I don't let my brother drive it to move it out of the garage. No. Especially not out of the garage. Because we have one of those garages that have 2 doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 1 car in each, and like you can't like mess it up. Otherwise, your car like just has a scratch along the whole side of it.
Yeah, just beat up on the side. Yeah.
My brother's done a lot of damage to cars that way.
I can't say I haven't done damage to cars. I definitely have, but... Not in a long time. So that's good.
I've totaled 2 cars in my 7 years of having a license. One wasn't my fault. It wasn't 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 3 total accidents. 3 total accidents. Okay. 2 of them weren't my fault.
Weren't your fault, or like they
actually
weren't your fault? Okay.
So one. I hit a deer. Couldn't see anything. It was over a hill, and like it was just dark. Can't really. Act of God as in
I get it. Yeah.
the other one, it was my first day of classes, freshman at Auburn. You know, I'm like getting to classes, and then both of the cars in front of me stopped pretty rapidly from like 30 to nothing. So I stopped from 30 to nothing.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm in like a 4,800 pound 5 Series BMW from like 2008.
Yeah, it's not stopping that fast.
Yeah, it's not stopping that fast. But I stopped. I was close, but I stopped. And then a Mazda 3 behind me just rammed into me at 30 miles an hour. She was apparently picking up her water bottle from the driver's side footwell. So
awesome.
Me being almost 5,000 pounds, my car took all the damage.
Yes. So
that car got totaled out. The car in front of me was a Kia Soul, minimal damage. Fine, yeah. And the car in front of that was a Jeep Wrangler. So it was like perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I ended
up... scratch on the trailer hitch, whatever, yeah.
Not even. I think it was perfectly fine. He just stood there for like police report purposes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I totaled the first car. The second car, it was just on accident. It was like 11 at night, and my friends decided, let's go to Outback or Longhorns or whatever it was. And I finished up like a double shift at work, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, this sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it was not a good idea.
Terrible idea. I can tell you that.
Not a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I totaled the truck. Thought I was being cool in the dirt, and it got away from me, and may or may not have ran into a utility fence that was owned by a certain water company in the state. Paid for that pretty dearly.
See, but like, I mean, finances and like money of the side, that's like a cool way to wreck a car.
I mean,
if there's a cool way to wreck a car,
I guess, like, I still had to like pay more money than I've.
But like a buddy of mine recently, he goes off-roading and like he hydrolocked his car, and it's not like he was trying to get through a puddle. No. He was pulling aside so that someone could get through. He just sat in the water for just a little too long, and then the water just got in the intake, and it's just like that's the worst way to hydrolock your car is just sitting.
Yeah, not even doing something cool, like trying to drive through the ocean
exactly.
Or mudding or whatever. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, that was boy brains, all right.
That's boy brains, guys. We're back.
Hi guys, welcome to Girl Brains.
Welcome back to Girl
Brains.
Actually, well, this is everybody brains.
Yes.
Currently,
the boys are still going to be here.
Yeah,
but
we wanted to do like a fake takeover episode, and Nikki was like, "They've got to
they got to go for 10 fucking minutes." I was like, I'm not giving them 2 minutes, and then they're just easing their no.
So we've just been sitting here with Nikki's timer running,
trying not to fall asleep, respectfully.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised you waited that long.
It was really hard. It was really hard.
Well, I mean,
like the backstories were really cool, and then we started talking about cars, and I was like, we're gonna lose them. We're gonna lose.
I want to talk more. I want to talk more about boots, and I want to talk more about Sean wearing heels. That's what I want to.
Sean wearing heels is crazy.
I mean, boots. I'm all about the boots. Like, let's do it. Yeah.
I'm down for boots.
No, Sean this morning was like, my legs hurt because I wore heels yesterday.
Yeah, you did describe it.
I did describe it as heels.
You did.
That is my fault.
Yeah.
I did do that.
Yeah. Okay, but before we get into all of that, because we gotta get back to Sean wearing heels. But anyway, welcome everybody. We have special notes this week.
Yeah, so as you guys remember, Miss Sebat is living her hot girl summer life in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our previous special guest.
Yes.
Dr.
Nora Patterson. I texted her this week and I was like, Nora, would you do us the honor and do the notes for us this week? And she was like, she was up for it. She's great. She sent me a very detailed email. It's very long. And I'm going to read all of it. Because
like word for word.
She deserves it. Okay. So I got this email this morning at 11 a.m. And title is Notes from Nora. Thank you so much. Okay. And she added this at the beginning. So excited about this. Thanks for asking. I had to listen to the episode twice because every Tuesday morning, my husband John and I listen to the new episode right away. And it's hard to take notes and really give this show the attention it deserves while driving. We literally squealed when you shouted out to us on the pod. Feel free not to read all of this and pick and choose what you want to include. I kind of went overboard. Of course, I'm reading every word. Like,
absolutely every word.
You have to.
That's just the intro, guys. That's the intro. There's, I think, 12 bullet points.
Okay.
Anyway, here are my notes. First one. Love the show. Thanks.
Love you, Pickles.
We love you. The dynamic between you and Nikki is everything. Listening to her talk about video games and your response is amazing. So thanks. Okay. Number 2. I actually wanted to update you. Hold on. I'm laughing. I actually want to update you after hearing you talk about my energy drink consumption, listening to the pod after the fact. So as this is me coming back, I'm not reading this. If you'll remember from Nora's episode, she was drinking a lot of
She's
C4.
fucking addicted.
A lot of C4. Holy crap.
Cherry C4.
She's literally a crack addict.
Sure. Respectfully. So going back to her notes, I ended up cutting back to just 2 Celsius powder packets mixed with water a day. One when I first wake up and one around noon. Sean has something to say.
How much caffeine is in a Celsius packet? I feel
Let's
like
Google.
That can't be that much
Okay.
better than...
I got the Google machine.
Okay.
Let's Google
figure it
this.
out.
We need to know.
We're gonna come back to the Celsius packets, but
I'm glad she's cutting down.
thank you
I
for
love
the
that for you,
update,
Nora.
Nora. Yeah,
Yes,
and
we were very concerned
this
about
is
your C4 consumption.
Especially when
It
you
was very
talked about your
concerning.
fingers getting tingly.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
said that, and I was like, oh no.
yeah.
To be
So
fair, I understood. Like, that. I've been there, because gym, but... Like,
Yes. Yeah.
Not on a daily basis should I be...
to just go film a
tingly
podcast.
fingers.
Yeah. No.
for the
Pre-workout
podcast.
only. Like
yeah.
pre-workout, go work out, and then like return
go lecture.
return to normal.
To go give a lecture about intro to film. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Next point. And when you get the Celsius powder caffeine points, we'll come back to that. Really like Nikki's point about Bridgerton. We were robbed of, how do you say it? Pollen,
yes.
hot scenes. Everything
It's
else was
true.
boring.
Whoa. It was so aggravating.
She's with you. Okay. Point number 3. Raw milk just tastes better. It's like the crunchy person's red dye number 5. And when I was growing up in California, it was legal, and we got it at the grocery store, and it had top level of cream that was always delicious. Talked about raw milk briefly when we were talking about the like influent or like crunchy
The
influencer.
Trad wife
Yeah. Which
Republican.
we should talk about. Did you
The
did you read
ballerina
the ballerina
one.
farm?
I did. I sent
Okay.
it to you.
I know.
We can
Yeah.
talk about that.
We gotta talk about ballerina farm. We could. Yeah. Okay.
I have a note about raw milk.
Okay.
The raw milk is also pretty big in the bodybuilding world as well. Like when they're trying to cut down for shows
Oh.
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Because it doesn't. But why?
I don't understand it. I just know that all of them talk about it.
It's like bodybuilding and just like raw red meat.
Yeah. But like unpasteurized milk, like
How about y'all need God? What about that?
Yeah, true.
Pasteurize that shit. Like
Yeah.
the dude who
Louis,
made the
Louis
process.
Pasteur.
I saw somebody post on the internet to continue talking about pasteurized milk. They were like, no, we get raw milk. We just like boil it before and it's okay. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're literally a fucking idiot.
I don't think that's how
Congratulations, Pookie.
Okay. Do you know how much caffeine is in?
I
Celsius?
did find it.
Okay.
It's 200 milligrams per packet. And a cup of coffee is like 150-ish.
To be
Okay.
fair, she's
100,
under the
150.
daily limit of recommended caffeine intake.
Agreed.
What's the recommended
400.
limit?
Okay.
She's at the limit then.
Yeah,
If she has
that's
2
good.
of those packets.
Yeah, but that's better than nothing.
Yeah,
I
that's
suppose,
better
but
than
we're
like
also
4 C4s
we're
a day,
also
right? And you have like
assuming though that she's not getting any other caffeine intake.
Oh, that's
anything else.
question for Nora.
Yeah.
What else is
So we gotta like assume
Caffeine.
like that's no tea, that's no coffee, that's no.
chocolate?
chocolate
Chocolate
has
has
That
caffeine.
shit doesn't even count.
It counts for me.
Definitely counts.
Oh, my
Definitely
bad.
counts.
Okay. Anyway,
Pretty
but
much
also
on
I
those
don't want to police
species.
other people's eating and drinking habits, but
That's a very good
we're
point.
interested. Okay.
We're gonna follow up with her on that.
Yeah, we'll follow up privately unless she wants to do more notes. Okay.
Take her back.
Another note. Liked when you suggested getting notes from Nora while Sebat was away. I like that you refer to yourself as Nora.
In the third person. For sure.
Yeah. Though no one can replace her. She's just trying to kiss
Love
your
you,
mom's
Mom.
ass. Yeah.
Love you, Miss
Have
Sebat.
fun in Europe. Having fun in Europe. She's already over there.
She's like, didn't like when Nikki said applications were open for future notes backup person. You have her and me.
That was on me. That was on me.
Okay. Next one.
Position filled, no more applications.
Yeah, we're closed.
Yeah. Back to school is an amazing time when I was in school. It always felt like an opportunity for a new beginning. I would get some new outfits and organizing and have a clean slate, and there was something always really invigorating. I still kind of feel that way.
Anyways, bring the Halloween decorations out.
Does anybody here like back to school? Like as a kid I liked it, but now I don't.
Hard pass.
No. Yeah, you know
Hard
like
pass.
school.
No.
Yeah.
I liked school, but I was never back to school. I like the idea of back to school.
I
And then
love-
it's like, I'm not fucking paying $15 for a notebook that is cuter than a standard notebook.
I think when I was a kid and I wasn't paying for anything, I loved
Exactly.
back to school shopping. That was so fun. I would do a fashion show. Like I'd get all my clothes and then I'd make my dad like look at all my outfits and he didn't care, but like it was fun
But that's
for
like
me. Yeah.
critical.
Yeah, totally.
He's just watching football on TV.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do you think about this one? He's like, looks great, honey. And he hasn't even glanced at you.
Totally. Absolutely. That's
Hasn't even glanced at you.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next one. Love Kesha. Really like the critiques of Katy Perry. She always seems like she doesn't have any vision or ideas of her own. And I think pop stars can stay relevant over time if they grow as an artist. But I just always felt like Katy was a blank slate for whatever producers or whatever she thinks will be popular. I still haven't watched Women's World music video.
I haven't either. Nora.
But I heard enough from your recap and I feel like I don't need to, ? I don't think anybody needs to watch that video.
I haven't seen it. I haven't made a point to see it.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Only from y'all's podcast last week. That's it. That's all I got.
Do you know
Anyway, Stan Kesha.
Yeah.
Joyride. Sean hates the Joyride song, though. He does not like
I don't
it
like
at
the
all.
accordion.
Hot take.
Very specific. It's not just like, I don't like the lyrics. I don't know the accordion.
I don't like the accordion in the intro. That's it.
Okay,
It's just
I think
puts
it's
me
cunty as hell. I love it. I eat it up.
I'm thinking about accordions in pop culture, and the only other one I can think of is Steve Urkel playing the accordion. But I don't.
I think only you and I know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I know who Steve Urkel is.
Okay. This is like the millennial Gen Z of it all.
Yeah.
Is it either did I do that?
Yeah. Can you think of any other accordions in pop culture?
No. I'm from the Balkan regions, though. They're a big fan of those over there.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Okay. Cool. Okay. Next.
Anyways, play Joyride by Kesha.
Okay. And don't watch Women's World video.
Yeah.
Unless you want to. Okay. Delilah is still on the air, but she has an iHeartRadio podcast. You can catch her locally on 99.9 The Tiger every night from 7 p.m. to midnight. I heard her theme music in my head when you started talking about her. I used to hear her all the time when I was growing up. I haven't listened to her in years, but you still can, and I love her.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know who Delilah
Shout out
is?
for the plug.
Do you know who Delilah is? Oh my god.
I hated Delilah, but that's about it.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
Okay. Okay. Well, Nora gets
you look
me.
so pretty, yes you do.
Okay, we have 4 more notes. Tomato soup is not just hot ketchup. Need to try some real non-canned, blended in a blender tomato soup. Check out Acre's tomato soup sometimes. So good.
Nora, I do make my own tomato soup, and it still tastes like hot ketchup to me. I need a grilled cheese. There needs to be a grilled cheese.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't. If it's a good soup, you shouldn't need something to dip in it.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's how I feel about sauces. That's why I'm like, if your like chicken fingers are good, you don't need a sauce.
Cannot relate.
It's the same principle.
Not really.
Yeah. It's like let the thing be the thing. You don't need an extra.
No, not with chicken fingers, Pookie.
I feel like you could have said something else that would have fit that description better than chicken fingers.
Like
Sydney
what?
only said that because she doesn't fucking use sauce for her chicken fingers. That's the reason she said that.
or
And
anything.
she's trying to make it sound like that's normal, and it's not normal.
Like, you can eat a grilled cheese just as grilled cheese, and it'd be good,
definitely.
but you can also dip it in soup and have it be its own thing.
Dip it in
But
tomato soup
nobody
and
puts
gas.
sauce on grilled cheese.
At what point is a soup?
Would you consider mayo sauce or
Yeah.
condiment sauce?
Yeah.
People put mayo on their grilled cheeses.
Oh, well, like to butter it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What? Oh,
She's mad.
no, I'm not mad.
Big
No.
mad. You mad? Big mad.
Just gonna make sure it's still recording. Okay, we're good. This is really stressful.
It'd be funny if it stopped.
I know. Okay. I like that Nora gave a shout out to a local restaurant. So sponsor us at Acre.
I've never been there actually.
Oh, you've never been to Acre?
No, my dad has a very big philosophy that I've always loved, and it's why would I spend $600 to get food when I'm going to get Taco Bell afterwards?
Sure.
Because the portions are always small at those places.
Yeah.
So I've just never checked it out.
I go when like people are in town visiting.
I've been to Hamilton's.
Yeah.
But is that even like, unless you go to the one on Ogletree, is that even really bougie?
I don't, even the one on Ogletree, I don't think it's bougie.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they have the bougier crowd compared to the one downtown.
Yeah.
Oh
it's definitely
my
the
God.
OFAs.
So a couple years ago, this was Dylan's idea. Dylan's my brother. Dylan was like, I want everybody to get dressed up to the nines, and I want to go to the Hamiltons downtown, so everybody's going to be like, why the hell are all these people dressed up?
Like in a prom dress?
No, well, I wouldn't say prom dress, but we were dressed for, like, Dylan, Sean, and our other friend Aubrey were all wearing suits. I was in a dress. I wasn't in, like an evening gown, but it was a dress.
Yeah.
And then our other friend Miriam came, and she was also in a dress. And, like, everybody did look at us like, where the fuck are these losers going?
Did you like having the attention?
I mean, like, nobody said anything. It was kind of just funny more than anything, especially because the Hamilton's downtown, like, you're with people in Crocs and jean shorts. Like, it's not like it's supposed to be. I think it was started for it to be, like, a bougie place downtown, but, like, people are in, like, game day jerseys.
Did I ever tell you about my Trophy Wives Club?
No.
I think I told you. Maybe you don't remember. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I remember this. But I'm very curious.
Okay. Now. So during COVID, I got laid off, right? And
wait, you did tell me about the Trophy Wives.
I'll tell the pod. So I got laid off. Life was terrible. And me and Drew and my friend Natalie, we were all unemployed and didn't really have any reason to live. And so we decided.
You don't remember this story?
No, I did.
Yeah.
She said it was COVID, and I said I remember this now.
Yeah. Sorry, so we all decided once a week we were gonna like get dressed and like go out to eat at a restaurant, and we would order like cocktails at noon because like we could. So we
everybody was day drinking.
Right? And so we called ourselves the Trophy Wives Club because we were like day drinking, like we're trophy wives, and like clearly we were not. But we would do like themes. So we would like. We were like, okay, we're going to go to Amsterdam. So the theme is dress European because we're at Amsterdam. Or like we went to Outback and we were like, the theme is pockets, like a kangaroo because we're at Outback.
Do you remember how many pockets you had on that day?
I really killed it, that outfit, because I had this like...
Picture it didn't happen.
I had this like sweater that had like a kangaroo pocket through the front. And I wore that and that was really good.
Did you get like a little Joey to put in your?
No, I should have. But
missed opportunity.
Totally.
Yeah.
We did like an athleisure one time, so we did like just different things.
We were all trying to survive.
We were all trying to survive. Yeah. So
our neighborhood was big day drinkers.
Yeah.
I was their bartender.
You were?
Yeah, I was 19 at the time, and I was like, "Fuck it, this is kind of fun."
Yeah.
And it is fun. I think bartending is fun. Me and Dylan have had this discussion. I feel like bartending and running a gas station would be fun if people weren't the fucking worst.
What do you think would be fun about owning a gas station?
I just like the vibes. I think it's such a cool vibe.
One of my good
friends,
a
convenience store, working a convenience store at 2 a.m. because like why the fuck not? Like that's such a good vibe. But like I said, if people weren't the worst, it'd be a pretty sweet gig. But people are the worst.
One of my good friends, she is in grad school in Korea. She's Chinese, but she's in Korea, and she got a part-time job at a convenience store.
You did tell me this, yeah.
Yeah, and she like loves it. She's like, I just go and I like do my shift, and then I'm like done. And
I know it's kind of fun, and like you meet all these fucking random people from all these random places. And you're surrounded by chips and cookies all day.
Give people cigarettes, give people lottery tickets.
Liquor.
There's
this, there's a gas station simulator game that I want to play really bad. That seems kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, but people are the worst.
Okay, a few more notes.
And I'm also a woman, so that wouldn't really... After like 8 p.m., it might get a little wonky.
Totally.
If I was the only one working a gas station.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking.
Yeah.
Sean, you could come work at it with me.
Sure.
I wish y'all could have seen the face.
I think the problem would be like stocking stuff. I think if you can just like work behind the counter and like just ring stuff up and I don't know, talk to people about their Slurpees, that would be fine.
Or even just, but I guess it's just like, oh, like you working here alone? No, I got 6 bodybuilders in the back actually stocking. 4 of them are in the parking lot.
Have you ever worked like a service industry job?
No, thank God.
Yeah.
It's very privileged of me to say.
Yeah.
But like, I am very thankful that I've never had to work a service industry job.
It is kind of fun because you get like regulars and you like know people's orders. And, Sean's got some things to say.
I loved my service industry job outside of management. Like I loved meeting the people, and I loved like
kind of bougie place. You weren't at like.
That does not mean we did not get trashy people.
I didn't say that. I just said it was a bougier place.
But like whenever because I used to work a lot, so like I'd work, I think an average of 30 hours a week as a student. So like I'd meet regulars and I'd work regular shifts. So it'd always be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Sunday in the morning. So I'd always have the same crowd. The issue was management would just put me as the only server that day on a Sunday morning shift where there's a church rush. Quite literally, because Umami's like a 3-minute drive from Church of Highland.
It's fine.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But like it's like a 3-minute drive from a nearby church. So and I'd be the only person working as a server, and we'd have a full house So I'd be just like running around back and forth. But even then, I still had my regulars that would come in on Sunday morning, and I'd be like, oh my God, and they'd see me running around and like acting crazy, and they'd tip me extra.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just, I still like interact with people that I've met at the restaurant outside.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see them at Target and be like, hey.
Yeah,
And they'd be like, oh my God, Sean.
Yeah.
But like, that's about it.
Yeah.
It was
crazy.
fun. It's just management ruins it.
I loved when he worked because we got like yeah, those pretty. I mean, so the funniest, as we talked about Squishy with my Mallows, I was an avid Squishmallow collector, and they used to do drops.
I like it was an avid Squishmallow.
I don't remember the last time I bought one. I still have my collection,
yes,
but I don't go out buying them anymore. Don't ask me about the Tony
Moly
collection.
Yep.
But they used to do these drops on Sundays, and it'd be like the food squad or the aquatic squad. And me and Dylan would wake up at like 8 o'clock, pack up in the car to go to our 9 a.m. squish drops. So you could be in line at Five Below. And back then it was like a line, like there's plenty of other people there. And then we'd get the Squishmallows, and then we'd go get Umami afterwards. And then he stopped working there, and then they stopped doing squish drops, and now my Sundays are just bleak.
Aw. We're going to find a new Sunday routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, a few more notes.
Yeah, we got to finish this up.
Yeah, this whole episode is going to be notes from Nora, which is fine. We love it.
Well, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, no, we're good.
At 30 minutes.
Okay. She said, excited about pickle problems. Should we talk about pickle problems?
Oh, shit.
We don't have any. We have no pickle problems.
You guys suck. You guys in your great happy lives.
Yeah.
Nobody
I think people didn't know what we were
problems.
asking. I also thought maybe I was like, maybe we just get on Reddit and do like an Am I the Asshole, and we debate it.
See, but like here's the other thing with those though, is that they always are it's either a woman who's like, I'm basically escaping a domestic violence situation and I took all the money and the kids and I feel really bad. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Or it's a guy saying, I told my wife she looked fat and that's why I don't want to sleep with her anymore and that's why I'm cheating on her with my secretary.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's hardly ever any
Actual
true.
nuance. Yeah. You're
shit!
right.
Like this could go either way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought about just like using ChatGPT to have some problems too that we could just give advice on, but maybe that's next week's episode.
Maybe we could do that next week.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry we ruined your.
It's okay. No, it's all good.
Pickle
It's all
problems.
Or we didn't get any. There was nothing.
There are no pickle problems. Love
y'all are
that for
living
y'all.
great lives, and I love that for y'all. And if you're not, tell us about it.
Tell us how your life has gone astray. Nora said she took her 16-year-old to Deadpool and Wolverine last night, and it might be the most
that dropped.
The most violent, silly Marvel movie ever. It was a lot of fun.
I do want to see it.
I've never seen any of the Deadpool. Have you seen Deadpool?
I have. I've seen both of them.
Okay.
Right? There's two before.
Yeah.
I've seen both of them.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about this one.
Okay. I don't know. Blake Lively's promoting it a lot.
I think she's Deadpool. I think she's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really love Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman's dynamic. I think it's kind of funny.
Because they're just like two big kids.
Yeah.
Causing a ruckus.
I do like all their interviews that they're doing. They did an interview with the chicken shop.
Oh, I love
and
the
then they were also on Hot Ones.
Oh, we gotta watch the Hot Ones.
And it was actually really funny. I saw a clip about it, and I think I sent it to you, Sean. But he basically was like, they were talking about something, and he said that he cheats at Wordle. Ryan was like, I cheat at Wordle. And I think it's really fucking funny. And then that reminded me that I'm on my 6th try in Wordle today, and I'm really annoyed about that.
Oh, that's really tough.
I haven't guessed it yet. Keep it to yourself if you guys have done the Wordle.
I don't do the Wordles anymore, but I do the other games, as we've discussed, and my Squirtle
You
streak
talk
is
about New
still
York
strong.
Times and the games.
Okay, yeah, I learned a new one yesterday. Kyle taught me a new one.
Which one?
It was, what is it, tiles? Tiles?
Oh, I feel like I like tiles when it's like hard. I feel like there's very few of them that I'm like, the one with the boxes and it's red, blue, and yellow. And
I don't think
like
I've had that one yet.
That one makes me mad every time I see it because it frustrates me.
The other one that I don't like is one that looks like 80s tile, like kitchen tiles.
Yes, that one.
It's like the white and gray, gold, black.
Nope, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Nope, terrible.
It's fun. If I get to tiles, I'm bored. I'm like, I am 3 meetings in and I'm bored. Like I've exhausted every other option. It's fun, but I never go there unless I have to go there.
I started playing a new phone game. I don't play any. I do my word games and that's it. And
oh my gosh, yeah, Katie told you about.
Yeah, right? Nikki's really into like her cozy gaming and all the different stuff. I know you have your Switch, and I'm like, no, I'm not into games. Okay, but a friend, I will call her a friend, told me that she plays this game called Design Home, where you just design.
Does Katie watch our podcast?
I don't think she does. She should.
Wow.
I'll send it to her. Fake friend. Just kidding. Design Home, and you have a budget, and I don't fully understand because you have money and you also have diamonds. I don't know how you get either.
Oh my god, we could talk about episode. That pisses me off. I hate when people do things like that.
What episode? What?
Because it's like that's the title of the game. This episode, and there's like gems.
Yeah.
To get the good shit.
Yeah,
you have to spend real money for the good shit.
You can spend.
That was a COVID thing for me.
Oh.
I didn't I didn't drop like hundreds of dollars on it, but like I probably spent about like 25, which isn't a lot, but is a lot when you think about it being a fucking Apple Store game.
Yeah. It's just entertainment. It's like paying to go watch a movie, you know. Anyway, I'm like 3 days in and I haven't spent any money, and I don't plan on spending any money on like fake furniture for this Design Home challenge, but sometimes
that's how I feel with my Animal Crossing DLC.
Yeah. So
Happy
that's what
Homes
I'm into.
Paradise.
Final note from Nora: girls 5 Eva, 4 5 Eva, winky face.
W.
It's a really fun show, guys. You should get into it.
I meant to check it out and I didn't.
I want to say, Sebat's a legend. She can never be replaced. Just like let's fully there.
Yeah.
But Nora, you did a really great job.
Yeah, Nora, we appreciate you stepping up.
Yep. And we'll keep you on standby.
Yeah. We can make it like every few episodes we could do notes from Nora.
Yeah.
Give Miss Sebat a break.
Yeah. So thank you. That was fun.
Yep. Thanks, Nora.
Yep.
Are we still recording?
We are.
I'm always so nervous that it's just gonna stop.
Yeah, because we're at home today, so we don't.
That's also why there's no video.
We don't have the quality. We're still recording, so this is good. Okay, boy brains.
Said you wanted to talk about boots and
yeah.
other things. I'm sorry, Sean.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm. So Sean was like, we went to get
Nikki is
coffee
dying
this morning.
over here in the
Nikki's
chair.
dying.
She's dying.
And Sean was like, my legs hurt because I wore heels yesterday. And I'm like, what? And he wore boots that had like a little bit of a heel.
Like it's an inch and a half. I'm quite literally just bitching about it for no reason. But like, to be fair, I stood there for like an hour when I was expecting to stand there for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mentally prepared for 45 minutes.
Those 15 minutes do make a difference.
Yeah.
And like it was like after that point my legs locked out and like I was standing on my heels, like firmly on my heels, and it was not a good time. But
every girl listening is rolling their eyes.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know how y'all do it.
No,
I was like, try wearing 4-inch heels to a wedding for 6 hours, and Nikki was like, 4 inches.
Yeah, I was like, 4 inches are for the tall girls
that's
too.
That's what I'm saying. Like an inch and a half is tame. Mm-hmm. I don't know how y'all.
Amy be wearing that shit daily.
She does. She wears a lot of platforms though.
Okay,
but yeah,
I mean,
but
still, the idea is
still
there.
like you're off
for sure.
balance.
I fucking hate heels.
Yeah, me too.
Like they're always cute in the moment, and then like 5 minutes later, all right, I'm fucking over it.
How do you think Taylor Swift is doing it on the Eras tour?
Of course,
dancing. I know.
I mean, she also probably has like top state of the art.
Yeah. Memory foam
shit in there or something.
Yeah. What's everybody's favorite type of boot?
I didn't even know there was multiple.
Cowboy.
That's the only one I knew of.
Santa boot.
Uggs.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, I can't speak to the ladies' fashion, but on the men's side of the house, we have Chelsea boots, lace-ups. You got chukka boots.
What's a chukka boot?
Chukka boot is like the little like ankle high, and it's got like the 2 laces basically, 2 or 3. It's like a take on like the old desert boots.
Those are the ones I like. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Do knee-high Converse count as boots?
Knee-high Converse. That is a look.
I mean, I guess it could.
Take me back to 2008.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the standard cowboy boot, cowgirl boot, whatever. The Western boot, I guess, is the right term for that.
Yeah. I waitlisted for one of those stupid cowboy romance books. It's called Done and Dusted. I'm actually kind of excited.
Why is that on a wait list to like get?
Okay, so I use Libby through.
Oh, okay. To
and
like
it's an audio
to borrow
book,
it. Okay.
Which makes me really fucking mad how that's how it works, but capitalism.
Sure.
But yeah, like you have to like waitlist it, and if there's like 2 copies, only 2 people can use like 1 copy, and then like you gotta wait behind people in line. So hopefully in the next 4 weeks,
you're gonna have a cowboy romance
I'll
novel.
read because I've heard good things about it, and I was like, I really want to like romance books because all of my friends read them and really like them, and I fucking hate them. I cannot stand them.
Wait, why do you hate them so much?
Because I think it's the contemporariness of it all. I think like if you reference TikTok, it's immediately a book turnoff. I do not want to start reading. I read this one for a book club because that's the only time I read contemporary romances, and the dude, they were like fine, like it was like they used to be together in high school, and then like they like fizzled out because of miscommunication, which I like the miscommunication trope when it's good. It's usually not good. But then they reconnect because like they start working at the same fucking journalism job, and then they're like getting it on again, and she's taking off his pants.
Oh, what are you gonna tell us right now, Nikki?
He had a sunflower tattoo on his hip.
Oh, you've talked about the sunflower tattoo.
And I was like, y'all, people can express themselves however they want to express themselves, but why? And then why?
Noted. Do you think
it was noted because immediately 3 seconds later we find out 3 sentences later we find out that she has a sunflower tattoo because they both love sunflowers.
Okay, here's the question.
And I'm like, am I supposed to eat this up?
Here's the question. Do you think the sunflower tattoo on the man's thigh, right, on his thigh,
Hip.
Okay,
Hip.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Hip. Do you think it was? Do you think it was just the head of the sunflower?
I think it was just
with the stalk.
Ooh, I don't think it was with the stalk. I think it was just.
Do you think
the
just
sunflower,
okay,
with like the seeds and the petals?
The stalk would have made it infinitely weirder.
That would have made it worse.
Very,
I mean,
very
it's already
strange,
fucking.
yes.
or like a bundle of them.
A hip sunflower tattoo, guys, on a man. I'm sorry. Like I said, y'all can express yourselves the way you want to, but that was too much for me. That was too much. I would have laughed.
What do you? Okay, if he had to have a hip tattoo
of nothing.
No, if he had
no
to.
hip tattoo.
There's
at
no
all.
fucking way.
Like, would a tiger be better?
Absolutely, that's even cringier. Honestly,
worse, I
I
think.
feel like that's worse.
Like, what could it be? Like his zodiac or astrological sign? Like, what could it be on a hip?
I think.
What if it was like side tattoo, like started like
fine.
on the rib cage and then like worked its way down.
That's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Cringy in their own right. That's fine, but like a hip tattoo of a flower.
Yeah, for a boy. Boys don't like flowers. No, I'm with you. I think it's bad.
I was like, there's
Yeah.
no way.
Too much.
So yeah, I'm just not a big contemporary reader. God, they kept dropping Marvel references. I just kept wanting to throw up.
So what do you? Okay, so you're gonna read this cowboy thing, and it's contemporary cowboy.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
What? Okay, so there's all these like
You
like,
talk about the deviled egg Instagram.
No,
reel
no,
that
no,
I
no,
sent
no,
you
no,
to.
God, no. We're not talking about the deviled egg right now.
No, we are not.
I'm talking
Kyle
about
does not
okay,
know
so
what's
like
going
all
on.
these
Yeah, I'm totally
stereotypes.
lost.
Did she show it to you?
No.
Okay.
No.
We can talk about it.
We can. I'll show it to you later.
I sent it to a couple people. Basically, sorry.
No,
deviled egg.
No.
It's
don't.
more
Becomes
sentient.
Sentient in a person, and it's got a tail.
Okay. I was gonna ask all these like stereotypes of like the
deviled
male
egg, right?
ideal, like the cowboy, right? So there's like the cowboy.
Well, so like the funniest part. Sorry, continue.
No.
And I'm
So
gonna-
like what? So like you got a cowboy. You got like there's like a Viking or something. Like,
There's
what do you-
aliens,
alien. Well,
deviled
no, no.
eggs,
No. I'm not talking about the
latex balloons,
doorknobs,
doorknobs,
pillows.
pillows. That's a big one.
No. Which of those like do you think is the best?
Vampires.
Vamp.
Gosh, the amount of times that Sean's heard me talking about vampires. I
Do
saw
you-
this one.
Sean, do you ever feel like jealous?
No, because sometimes
Like,
I bring
nah,
it up,
I'm
sometimes I
good.
bring it up to him, and I'm like, hey, like if you're not into this, like please like let me know. Because like I mostly also just say it as a joke, like how much I love Edward Cullen and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like all these like vampire smut books.
Yeah.
But he literally does not fucking care.
Yeah.
He'll be like, this is just embarrassing for you, and I'm like, you know what it is, and I don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
God, yeah, vampires.
Have you read Amish romances at all?
Oh, like an Amish romance. See, that's a good
I
one.
can't get into that.
I thought you'd at least read it just to like see what it did. See what it's
Oh,
like.
I am intrigued.
That goes back. We gotta talk about the Ballerina Farm. Let's
We
explain.
can talk about the Ballerina Farm. Too.
Yeah. Do you know what Ballerina Farm is?
I do not.
Do you know, Sean, what
You might,
Ballerina
because you're
Farm?
more on TikTok.
I've seen something about a ballerina recently, but I
Yeah,
think
probably.
it's a memory.
Okay. So let me try to explain it.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, okay. There's a woman. I'm talking about a specific person, and she lives in Utah, and she's like a former ballerina, and yeah, Sean's like it's kind.
You're on the ticky tack. You know what I'm talking about.
So, she lives with her husband in Utah, and they have
like 47 kids.
They have like
there's 8.
They have 8 children, like pretty young children. She's like, do you know what the term trad wife is? Yeah, traditional wife, whatever. But there's a lot raw milk of it all. And she used to be a net ballerina. The guy that she's married to, they're Mormon. Or
both of them.
Both of them. Yeah.
Or still are, but yeah.
Church of Latter-day Saints, whatever. The guy is the son of a billionaire. His family owned like an airline.
Like JetBlue
airline. So they have a ton of money.
Yeah.
And they live on this farm, but it's like very traditional.
That's important to the story, Kylie.
Yeah, it is important. So they live on this farm and this land in Utah, and she raises the 8 children, homeschools all the children, and makes everything from scratch.
And like her husband doesn't believe in nannies, so like there's nobody, like there's people that work on the farm for like the farm animals and like crops and shit, but like there's nobody helping her with her kids.
And
Jesus Christ.
so this interview this article came out this week. It's making the rounds on the internet. I think it's from the Times, and the interviewer I think was like really shady. Like if you read it, like the way that he's talking about it, because the interviewer is saying like the whole time, like, I wanted to get an interview with this woman. Oh, because also she became pretty famous because she's a former ballerina. She's had several of the children at home, but not all of them at home, and she competes in pageants. And so like 10 days after she gave birth on one of these pageants, she was like, 10 days after she gave birth to one of these kids, she was in a pageant, like walking around in a bikini. So everybody was like, is this the ideal of womanhood? Like, should she be like this? It's like the whole thing. So
also, like 10 days is not a lot of time.
What?
Like what? 10 days is just not.
Oh yeah, and in the article they're like recounting it, and she's like, by then I had stopped bleeding. Like, yeah.
It's not the indicator.
No. So in the article, the interviewer is talking about like how he wants to get time with her to just talk to her, but he never can because the husband is always there or the kids are always there, like, and he can never just talk to her. And then the line that I keep seeing coming around in the article is like that she raises the kids and makes all the bread from scratch and blah blah blah, and like I think it's her husband that's saying like, oh, like she does it all, but sometimes she gets so exhausted that she can't leave the bed for weeks. And I'm like, guys,
fuck that. The way that they met, I had to step out because I would get a phone call from my dad. She was a ballerina at like what, Juilliard? They only accept like 26 ballerinas a year. Like do you know how fucking incredible you got to be at being a ballerina to get accepted into a program that only accepts 26 people in the entire continental United fucking States? So he fucking asked her out, and she said no, or she wasn't interested. She wasn't looking for that. And then he fucking told his daddy to put him on the same fucking flight that she was on, next to her fucking seat, so then that they fucking talked on the fucking plane for like 2 fucking hours when they were flying back to fucking Yeehaw, Utah or some shit.
Yeah. That's that old money. That's what that is.
Well, yeah, he owned the airline, so he could just like...
Yeah, he literally was like, put me on the fucking flight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then they dated, and he wanted to get married, and she was like, I don't really know how I feel about that. And he was like, nah, we gotta get married. And then they got fucking married.
And now they live on a farm, and like...
Oh my god, and all of her fucking spaces are being taken over by her and her husband and her fucking kids.
You said there was 8 kids?
Yeah. She used to have like a whole entire like ballerina studio. It got converted into the kids like homeschooling facility place shit.
Yeah.
All of her fucking pageant gowns are in the garage because all the kids' clothes and her husband's clothes and shit.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The thing that's making the rounds on TikTok is the egg apron shit, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about the...
So I don't know if I'm confusing it with a different story or not, but I might be confusing it with something else. But basically, I heard that for her birthday, said husband got her an egg apron.
Oh, to like collect the eggs?
Something
Maybe.
or another. That's all I heard. But like for someone who's the heir of a airline company, you would expect a little bit more than
an apron.
Something to help with chores around the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like that's what I keep seeing on TikTok. That was my experience.
I didn't know that detail. That's funny if that's true.
If that is the connection that I'm thinking it is.
Could be. I mean, that makes sense.
I was so mad when I read that fucking article because everybody started talking about it, and I was like, okay, I gotta let me do some digging. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, this is why it's going viral.
I was reading something and it was saying
dreams got crushed.
The trad wife thing is also kind of a overcorrection from the girl boss era.
Yeah. Which I thought was a very interesting point.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And so again, the coconut tree, the context of it all.
That's gonna be my pop culture pick.
That's my God damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So I don't know. I think
be who you want to be.
And
don't let a fucking man tell you who you want to be.
Right, but it's like it's so much more nuanced than that because I think like she would say, and many of these trad wives would say like that this is what they want to, this is their choice, right? And so it's like at a certain point we should respect what they're saying, but also we know that there are more influences at play. Yeah. So I don't know.
Like imagine if he wasn't a fucking raggedy ass man who fucking decided to book himself on the same flight next to her, where she'd be in life right now.
Yeah.
And then like the whole entire thing about. This might be getting a little too heavy at the topic.
That's okay.
But I always love the people who are like, we let God decide how many children we have.
Oh, yeah, that was a big part of the article, too.
Every 9 months, we just so happen to be popping out another one. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
That's how science works, unfortunately. I don't know how to tell y'all that, but okay.
Yeah.
Kudos to y'all, but just saying, like, that's how it works.
Yeah. God, it's tough out there. So anyway, that's
that being said, I do kind of want to start making my own sourdough bread. That being said, I do want to try it.
Yeah.
Try I've had sourdough before.
Yeah.
I want to try making it. Like my own starter and everything.
We talked about this in our breadwinners episode.
I think we did.
You did. I do remember this.
Thank you.
I think you have to the starter. It's pretty much the whole day prior to actually baking the bread.
Oh no, bestie, we talking weeks. I think it's like.
Unless you get a starter from somebody.
Yeah, unless you get a starter from. But I want to make.
You want to start your starter.
I want to start my starter.
I think you could do this.
Like, what would I name my starter?
Ooh.
Why would you be naming it?
That people do it online.
Yeah,
they name their starters.
Would you name it something dough related?
It'd be kind of funny.
Doja Cat. Doja. Kanye. That's good. If pickles have any suggestions, Mr. Yeast, that's cute.
Mr. Beast, Mr.
That's
Yeast.
cute. But is he having a controversy right now?
What?
I don't know.
I mean, like, who isn't?
But probably.
What did Mr. Beast do now?
I don't know. I don't really know who Mr. Beast is.
There's always a group of people that dislike him because he's a white man impeding on, people that are less fortunate than him and just spending money to make them feel better.
Yeah. I actually don't really know what he does or who he is.
I think I don't know how he got as much money as he did. Mm-hmm. And he does good things with it. But, like, people are like, oh, you're using it to get clout. And I'm like, at the end of the day, he still gave 50 people the ability to see again. So, like...
Here's the thing, like, the criticism, like, you're only doing it for clout, or, like, Meghan Markle got this a lot of, like, oh, you're just a social climber, and it's like, so, what? Like, why is that an insult? Like, aren't we all just...
person and I'm posting it online.
Yeah. Like, doesn't everybody...
You're still being a good person?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so Mr. Yeast is a good name for your sourdough.
So this is good.
I have to do some digging because I can't name them after a controversial person.
I think Doja Cat would be good.
Doja Cat would be pretty good, but she's also controversial.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more
dough or bread things. What, you got one?
No, I'm not saying that one.
I'm
not saying that one out loud. I'm not actually. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You have to say it. People are Nora's
no,
gonna write
it wasn't even good. It wasn't
Okay.
even good. It wasn't even good. And it just reminded me of something else.
Okay. Okay. Oh man.
We could do a pop culture pick.
We could do our pop culture picks.
If we still want to talk.
No.
We're at 53 minutes.
I know, we're doing pretty good.
We did a pretty decent episode, guys.
Thanks for doing Boy Brains.
Yes. Thank you guys for doing Boy Brains.
Thank you you guys for having us.
Yeah, we did our best.
You did great.
Yeah, we tried.
We're
It still gets picked up. I feel like the thing for it is.
Yeah, the range is pretty big on the mic.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. This is good. We got better tiny mics this time too. So just for context.
We used Sean's before. Now we got our actual studio production.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There was $6 TikTok shop purchase. What'd you expect?
You got them off of TikTok Shop?
Yeah.
I kind of want to talk about TikTok Shop.
Okay.
But you don't know anything about TikTok Shop because you're not on TikTok anymore.
That's true, but you can educate me.
But I don't know about it. Like that's my thing is I don't know.
Apparently Sean knows about it.
Sean's gotten a few things off of TikTok Shop.
Yeah. I've gotten like the mics that you guys used. I've gotten like elastic laces that you can put on your shoes so that it's easier to put on and put off and take off.
You got me a dinosaur sweater.
I did get her a dinosaur sweater.
That was pretty cool.
Recently, it's becoming.
Kyle, are you on TikTok?
Are you on TikTok?
I used to have a lot of social media. Now I have no social media.
Okay.
Except a LinkedIn.
I have LinkedIn.
Okay, that doesn't fucking count.
Yeah, but that doesn't really count, right? But like, I have no Facebook. I have no Instagram. I have no TikTok.
How does that feel?
Very free.
Like, what do you do all day?
Whatever I want.
You play video games?
Yeah, like
Wait, what do you do?
I have like
game? Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
I have an Xbox. I'm sorry.
He plays a farming game.
Yeah,
Farming Simulator?
Got Farming Simulator.
22.
22, 23, 22. Whatever the most recent one is.
Okay.
FYI, trailer for 2025 dropped 2 weeks ago. Just for those that matter. But yes.
Nodding.
Yes. Yeah.
Those games are always so satisfying. I tried to get into them. It's a little too much to just like digest all at once to try and like start it.
Yes. Yeah. It's taken me a while to like get into it, but now I just kind of like play it and just turn my brain off and not worry about anything. It's pretty great. But
like it's just like I just watch people on YouTube just play it, just like harvest and like
yeah, you literally just like plant
fertilizer and
plant
like
whatever,
plow the ground and
Stardew Valley.
create silage and like sell it and buy trucks and
buy trucks and tractors and like just drive around big vehicles and it's cool. I'm good.
So no social media. But
no social media.
The Farming Simulator and Xbox.
Farm Sim, Xbox, maybe
get a Nintendo Switch.
Little FIFA here and there,
Oh, are you on the wait list to go to any of the World Cup games?
No.
Why? Okay.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh. Girl, you gotta get on that list.
I was the only.
Do you root for America or are you like?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay,
I struggle. I struggle to watch the men's team. They're not my favorite team, but
did you watch the Copa America?
I did not watch the Copa
Lame.
America. I'm sorry, but I did watch the ladies play in the Olympics. Their first game yesterday, and
I forgot the Olympics.
They looked pretty good. The men lost to Germany 3-0. It was pretty bad.
Embarrassing.
It was, but I mean, I'm sorry, not Germany. We all knew they were going to lose to France, but I mean, it's
embarrassing.
It is.
Losing to France is embarrassing.
France is also like one of the top 5 teams in the world. So.
Yeah.
And we are not. So.
That being assholes.
Yeah.
Fuck the French people. I'm sorry. I fucking hate French people.
TikTok shop.
Yeah,
TikTok shop.
So no
fuck the
social media.
French. Yeah,
FIFA.
no social media. FIFA. Xbox. Okay.
I mean, I have YouTube, but again, I was like not.
You
like,
watch
I don't
like
post
recipe
anything.
videos on
Yeah,
YouTube.
like, I don't post anything. Like, yeah.
Do you watch Queso?
I do not.
Lame. Okay, let's do pop culture picks. You can go first.
And can I go first?
Yeah, you can take whatever pick you want.
My pop culture pick is a coconut tree. And Brad Green.
You just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah.
You exist.
Just in the context. I've used it several times in work meetings.
Yeah, Sydney's a little unhinged during those sometimes.
Yeah. Everybody loves me though. I do a good job.
She said she used Sigma in a meeting the other day.
I used Sigma.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no,
she did.
And I talked
I
about
almost left.
I talked about Brad Green in a meeting this week. I was like, oh, but yeah, you just got to relate to the people. So yeah, my pop culture pick is a coconut tree.
Okay. Kyle?
No pop culture pick. Could be anything. Literally anything. We can come back to you if you need a minute.
I think I'm just going with the Farming Simulator because that's what I know.
Oh, because you did say the trailer for the new one came out.
Yeah. Trailer came out
Simulator.
last week or the week before. So yeah.
Good. This is good.
I'm kind of going to go in line with that. My TikTok feed has been edits of like tractors and just like really big vehicles like pulling a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool.
Welcome to Boy Brains.
It's cool.
You're
And it's
welcome.
like the exhaust is going and there's like diesel plumes coming out. And it's like, yeah,
Yes.
America, farming.
Yes, exactly.
I've said
anything with like
So you
big
have
trucks,
something.
tires, like
tires,
yeah.
wheels, spinning,
Yeah, I'm
kicking
good.
up dirt, diesel
good.
plumes. Like, it's great.
Yeah, my nephew's 4 years old. His favorite thing is fire trucks, and I'm older than him, obviously. And I will still get excited with him about fire trucks, you know, because it's big, giant vehicles.
So funny.
We bought Hot Wheels for him, but
We did.
they're at your house.
They are, because you know he's out gallivanting around out west right now.
Yeah.
He's cooler than me.
That's funny. I used to pronounce fire trucks fucker fucks when I was a kid. 'Cause I could, is that so on par
That's the
with
most
me?
Nikki
Is
thing.
that so? And I'm not even making that shit up. My mom could attest to it. I couldn't say fire truck. I said fucker fuck. Fucker fucks.
That is kind of amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
classic
little
Nikki.
fetus Nikki. My pop culture pick is gonna be it's an Adult Swim show. It's called Smiling Friends. Sydney, you would fucking hate it. Don't even check it out.
Is that what you were watching today at
Yeah.
work? Not that you were watching
Not
stuff at
no,
work.
yeah,
During your
maybe
lunch break.
allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
During your lunch break.
Yeah, during your lunch break.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
yes. I think it's fucking hilarious. And it's like there's 2 seasons. There's only like 18 episodes, and they're 10 minutes each. And I think it's fucking hilarious.
What's it about?
These 2 people? Well, there's 4 in total. There's 4. They work at a company called Smiling Friends, and they get hired to go make people smile.
Oh, Sean didn't like it.
He
Sean
didn't
watched
like the
it
first
today.
episode.
I didn't like
but
the first episode. It has its funny moments. It's just
it's so
Just say it. Just say it.
it's just interesting because there's no context. You're just thrown
Yeah,
into
you're
a
just thrown
weird
into it.
world.
Uh-huh.
But like once you're like, okay,
Once
like
you're
it's a
in it.
weird world. It's like cool, fine,
You need
whatever.
the context. You need a
right
coconut
there,
tree.
man. It was so
You didn't just
so
fall out of a
fucking
coconut tree.
Is it like part of like Animation Nation from Adult Swim and all that, or is it just?
I can't answer that question. I don't know I don't know that.
Very well.
It is. I know it's on Adult Swim, and I know it's fucking hilarious. In a stupid way. You guys should check it out. But I'm being honest, and I don't think you'd like it. Kyle, I don't know a lot about you. You might like it. I think you should watch it because I think it's pretty fucking funny. But I don't think Sydney would like it.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Sean's gonna have to like it. So
It has its moments.
we're halfway through season 1.
That's fair. And they're only 10-minute episodes.
Yeah, they're only
That's
10-minute episodes.
That's
It's like
affordable.
stupid shit.
good. It's like Risa Tisa's TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Alrighty.
Should the boy? I think the boy brain should. I close this out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Go
don't know
ahead
how
and
to
close
close
this
it
out.
Yeah,
Close
I only
us
know
out.
the intro. I don't know the exit. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know the exit. Bye, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna hand it back to you. I'm not doing this, please.
I think that's it for this episode. So.
Bye.